breaking news, the developments, the reports that Iran is striking a US-run military base in Qatar. Let me run you through some of the details that we have, what we know right now and what we're still waiting for confirmation on. We know that Qatar closed its airspace, diverted planes away from it. We know that the reports are that the White House accepted that there were credible threats to this airbase, this US-run airbase. Then reports came through from AFP journalists initially of explosions over Doha.
The Ingham family are used to being at war with everyone wherever they go. They take it with them, whether that's the UK, France, Spain, or in fact where they now live in the UAE over by Dubai. And they're used to being afraid of things, but this is on another level.
The fire alarm in the building went off at like 5 a.m. And when I say the fire alarm, it was the most terrifying.
It really was.
Horrendous. I sat bolt upright, my heart was going boom, boom, boom,
like
boom.
I felt like a kid waking up from a nightmare again.
Yeah, it was awful. I was like, I went to Chris, what's that? And he went, don't panic. I was like, what is it? Because we just didn't have a clue what it was. So Chris jumped up, went into the living room, picked up his phone. See, Chris was obviously worrying something was happening and went straight to the news to see if anything was going on the news.
Now, if Chris had put the mainstream media on like that he hates so much last night, he would have seen the fact that Iran are on the way to bombing Qatar, which isn't that far away from the UAE, Dubai and such like. If you can see, it's just over the way, a short 1 hour flight across the way. Right, and if you go right by the corner of the UAE, it's right by the corner of Qatar, so not that far at all. But even worse is that it's almost on a direct path from Iran, who are firing in the exact direction of the UAE. Yes, it's firing more to the left-hand side there, where Qatar is, but only takes one stray missile to hit the UAE, and that would be exactly where the Inghams are. So I'd be worried. Wouldn't you be worried in this situation? Not that I'm saying that they need to worry and to unduly stress them or anything like that. I'd be worried. I'd be concerned. Maybe look at getting yourselves home. Although I understand Dubai airspace has been closed and you can't actually get back home at the moment, can you, Chris? However, when somebody brought up the very real concerns on their social media, it was met with unbelievableness. Sarah and Chris, I think now is the best time to leave the Middle East. Flights are being suspended and the situation is worsening. Please keep safe. The Inghams, I think it may be Chris, although it's on Sarah's Facebook, said, pretty sure I read that Russia is threatening to bomb the UK right now. Nowhere is safe in this crazy world, sadly, but the UAE is staying neutral, so definitely a safer place to be. Stay safe, everyone. Oh, well, they're staying neutral. Obviously, they're not getting involved. That doesn't mean to say they won't get caught in the crossfire. You know, it's right there, next to Qatar. I wonder what could possibly go wrong, innit? It's almost as if they don't read the news, isn't it? Something like that anyway. It's unbelievable to me that they can continue to be that stupid when they've got their kids' lives in their hands, right? If it was just Chris and Sarah just plodding along with their days, then they could do whatever they want, really. You know, who cares, right? But they've got 6 kids. Well, 5 and 1 adult, in quotation marks, but they don't seem to care about them. You know, these could well end badly. I believe there might be a ceasefire, but you don't know, right? The fact that there are missiles flying all over the Middle East is a concern, right? Right now, there's no missiles flying over the UK. I haven't seen any at any rate, right? Not over my house. Anyway, they wouldn't dare, would they? Dear Putin. Anyway, yes. No, I doubt very much that Russia is going to attack the UK. We very, very rarely get wars and shit in this country. As bad as this country actually is, Chris, we don't get many wars over here. It's usually out in those type of countries where you are right now. But they might be safe. Fingers crossed that they are. Now, the other problem that they have is if they want to go home, will they be able to get home? Right? And I don't know if Chris actually does want to go home, because if he goes home, he's going to have to face the music, isn't he? Now, that's regarding his tax bill, etc. Obviously doesn't want Sarah finding out about that, or digging any deeper than she needs to, isn't it? But can they get home? Because right now the airspace around Dubai is closed, right? It's temporarily closed. It'll probably reopen. I personally wouldn't want to be in an aeroplane whilst there's a war going on around Middle East, because they actually have to fly through those areas. Hopefully they don't fly over Israel. Can't trust an Israeli, but apart from that, as for being the safest place on earth, Chris, so this is the foreign travel advice for the UAE, where they are at the moment. It says, for safety and security, terrorism. There is a high threat of terrorist attack globally affecting UK interests and British nationals, including from groups and individuals who view the UK and British nationals as targets. Stay aware of your surroundings at all time. So specifically, people who are from UK or British are a possible target for terrorists in those countries, in the UAE. Terrorists are likely to try to carry out attacks in the United Arab Emirates, that is the UAE, where they are, in Dubai, where they are, right? Not being funny, but Dubai is a big target because there's a lot of commercialness over there. Attacks could be indiscriminate, including in places visited by foreign nationals. Terrorists continue to issue statements threatening to carry out attacks in the Gulf region. And that's very important to note there, Chris, because terrorists are issuing statements, apparently, warning you. So, these include reference to attacks on Western interests, including against UK citizens. Targets may include residential compounds, military sites, oil, transport, aviation interests, and crowded places. Stay safe, Chris. Not to worry anybody, but, it's not the safe place that they claim it to be. I think Dubai has a target on its head. I'm not going to lie. I mean, terrorists, if they're going after UK things or Western things, which they often do, Dubai is very westernized. It's basically America or the UK plunked in a desert in the Middle East. That's basically what it is. Not saying that anything bad is going to happen, but there is a risk factor there, and they don't seem to acknowledge that. They don't seem to understand that or know about it. They seem to think that it's safe and that they are perfectly okay. Don't worry, safest place on the earth. As long as you can leave your mobile phone on your chair and it will never get stolen. That's the main thing, isn't it? But ending this video, I wanted to point out something completely different, but very much more, or as stupid, not quite as stupid, but something that Sarah has posted. So she posted a picture of Aurora. Aurora has chickenpox. Aurora has chickenpox all over her face and all over her back. Do you know how I know that she has those things? It's because Sarah posted it. Pictures, front and back, of Aurora, because why not? Why not? Sarah says, how she's still smiling, I don't know. I think we got about 11 minutes of sleep in total last night. The amount in her hair and head and on her little feet and toes is awful. And this is even better, we needed to know this, and don't even get me started on the nappy area. Are you taking the actual piss, Sarah? Are you taking the piss? Why, I mean, first of all, why mention the nappy area? It's just unnecessary, 100% unnecessary. You're an absolute moron, right? For that alone, you're a moron. We're posting your child while she's sick, right? But posting her chickenpox and her back, you've taken her top off and you've photographed her back and put it on to social media. Do you understand why that's a problem? Do you think after all these years you haven't figured out that that is wrong? Wow. Unbelievable. I'm just going to leave it there because that is all I had to say about that. She's an absolute moron, right? And I'm lost with her. Absolutely lost. Sarah is an actual moron. Chris is also a moron. But there you go. So let's see if we can get some thumbs up on this video, please. Thank you all so much. Comment all of your thoughts about it down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new and you'd like more of these videos. Thank you all so much. Take care of yourselves and bye-bye.